Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. I'm Josie with Awakened Soul, and we are here for a reading about the person on your mind and the connection you share with each other. Today's reading is going to be all about the last 24 hours or so of this connection. So I'm going to get started by pulling some tarot cards to see what your person has been thinking and feeling about you and your connection over the last day or so. Now, I did set the intention that this would be a rough timeline, and also just to clarify, we are talking about the 24 hours from when this reading found you. So not necessarily from when it's released, but from whenever it found you and you clicked on it. What has your person been thinking and feeling about you the last day or so here? Okay. So first up, we have the Judgment card. I forget what kind of flowers those are. If anybody knows, will you drop it below in the comments? I used to see them at church a lot growing up. Calla lilies, I feel like. I could be wrong though. We also have the Chariot coming out, which is Cancer energy. Ooh. We have the Ace of Pentacles. Hiding behind that is the Five of Pentacles. Interesting. So this person could be in a financial disparity right now, or they could be having financial issues. Maybe you are, and they were thinking about an opportunity that's going to come in and help with that situation to pull out of it. Another message coming through is that this person could have been thinking about maybe putting on a mask in front of you. Like they could be struggling financially, but they're pretending that they're not with you. So just be aware of that. Or they just don't want you to know. I don't think it's necessarily that this person is trying to be deceiving with like negative intentions. It just might be that they're struggling and they don't want you to know how bad it really is. They don't want you to pity them or feel bad for them. So just keep an eye on that. We also have the Moon, which is more Cancer energy, but also Pisces, because the Moon is Pisces in tarot. Cancer is ruled by the Moon. We have the Knight of Pentacles, Taurus energy. I think that over the last day or so here, your person's been thinking about a goal they've had with you and how it's taking a little bit longer than they had originally anticipated to reach it. And it could have something to do with this financial issue they've been stuck on or thinking about. I don't know, maybe the two of you were talking about money a lot the last day or so, or this person was just kind of hooked on that or thinking about that. But I will say this much, it seems like they had some kind of a wake-up call or a revelation about how to pull out of this energy and continue to move forward with you, even though they might be struggling a bit. And like I said, it could also be you. Maybe this person feels like you're spending too much money, or you're going through something that's a bit of a struggle financially or materially. It could even be like a housing loss or something like that, because sometimes the Five of Pentacles also talks about like losing a home, or, you know, almost like just really struggling in that department. So take that if it resonates for your situation. However, this person's been proactive. They're thinking about ways to get through this dilemma and move past it with you, okay? With the Moon, I think that they're keeping a lot hidden from you. This person has hidden agendas, hidden plans, but they're not necessarily negative. I think they have good intentions behind those plans, but for some reason they're feeling like they need to keep it a secret from you. Or at least over the last day or so, they felt like they couldn't let you in on that for some reason. So maybe they just weren't very open with you over the last day or so. They just didn't have the energy to dive into the heavier stuff or the deeper stuff. Let's see what's coming over the next 24 hours for you. I don't know if I've ever done a style like this before, but I feel inspired, so let's do it. Talk to me about the next 24 hours. We have the World and the Five of Wands. I love that combo. Hold on a second. That was weird. Maybe this person feels like they can't communicate with you, but it's just gonna like forcibly come out or something. I don't know. That was bizarre, you guys. Anyway, the World talks about endings, things coming to a close, things coming to completion, the ending of cycles, you name it, okay? I also just heard something you've been stuck on, so I don't know what that means, but maybe it resonates with you. And the Five of Wands is competition, it's conflict, it's difficulties. It can even be inner conflict. And so I feel like over the next 24 hours, so not the past, but going forward over the next day or so here, there's going to be conflict resolution. There will be an end of a cycle. There will be an end of this difficulty. Maybe not 100%. I mean, if you're trying to get out of debt right now, or if there's just a really intense financial difficulty going on, it might not be that it goes away completely, but there will be an end to some of the conflict involving that. So it could come in the form of this person being more open with you about the struggle, or, you know, talking about a solution with you so that the two of you can move forward with each other. Because I think there's a big obstacle going on between the two of you right now. It involves money or housing or both, okay? And I think there's going to be, some sort of a transition, bridging the gap here. With the Death card, we do also have notes of an ending, but not only that, we have notes of a transition. So since we've already been talking about the end of some of this conflict, I think that starting within the next 24 hours, there's going to be a transition away from that into something new. So let's see what that something new is. Okay, baby steps, okay? So like I said, I'm not going to sugarcoat this reading and say, oh, wait, you're going to wake up tomorrow and there's going to be this miraculous blessing and everything's going to go away and it's all going to be sunshine and rainbows and there's never going to be anything bad again. Like, I'm not going to BS you and tell you that's the case, okay? But over the next 24 hours or so, the two of you are going to be taking baby steps in a new direction though. So there's going to be forward movement and progress. And I think that you're kind of getting the ball rolling. They just showed me an image of like a tiny little snowball, okay, at the top of a hill, and it's just starting to make its way down. And if you know about the snowballing effect, you know, when it finally makes its way to the bottom of the hill, it'll be like 10 times the size of what it was when it first got going, okay? So over the next 24 hours, there's going to be some progress. I think some of this conflict resolution is going to be had, and you're starting the transition into a better time with each other, and you're taking baby steps, okay? So let's see how this person is feeling about you right now. Okay, so not the past 24 hours or the future 24 hours. How are they feeling about you right now whenever you're watching this reading? Okay, Two of Cups, that's cute. That came out so quick too. So this person's pretty sure about you, I would say that. Okay, we also have the Judgment. Butterflies could be important symbols for you at this time. I just heard biology student as well, or maybe some of you are just really into biology because we have like a very anatomically correctly depicted heart here, okay? And then a butterfly, and I don't know, it came through. So maybe somebody is like really into biology or something like that. If you are, shout out to you. Let me know down below in the comments. And also, if you're still here watching this, drop your favorite animal emoji down below to let me know you're here and share with the collective. I like adding that personal touch to my readings sometimes. It's fun for everyone. We also have foxes, BT dubs. Foxes are my favorite animal, so that's kind of funny that that came out right after I just said that. But anyway, that's the Queen of Wands. It's the Heart of Wands in this deck. This person thinks you're very attractive, charming, magnetic. You could be a leader, or they view you as somebody who's very brave, bold, unapologetically honest, okay? They also feel like you're the type of person who isn't afraid to make changes and transform, and that you're also helping them to transform and grow in a lot of ways. So maybe you inspired them to get over this obstacle, or they're listening to you and your plan of how you're going to get through it, depending on who's going through what here, okay? And then the Four of Swords, okay? They also feel at peace. So yes, they're charged up by you. Yes, they're very attracted to you. They're drawn into you magnetically. They love you. They really do love you quite a bit from what I can see. But you also make this person feel calm, and at peace, like they can relax in your presence. Your energy is very perplexing to them because sometimes it's intense and it like draws them in like a moth to the flame, and then other times they feel just very grounded and calm in your presence. And I think that it's a little bit addicting to them, to be honest, and they have been thinking about that. We're talking about their current emotions towards you, so they feel a mixture of love, attraction, peace, and inspiration coming from you or about you right now. So let's get you out a personal message from universe, and then I'm going to get ready to close today's reading off. Okay. Now, I invite you to recenter yourself, recenter your focus and your energy. These are messages intended just for you. It doesn't have to relate to this connection. You got the Raven with confidence. You are encouraged to disconnect from the physical or materialistic plane and move to the spiritual realm. You have a deep spiritual connection, which you mustn't ignore. You are on the brink of transformation and your divine purpose may be revealing itself. Okay, love that. And then your affirmation of the day, you can affirm with me by dropping in the comments or reading aloud. It is, today I am brilliant. Today every idea I have is creative, thoughtful, and full of potential. Beautiful. And 11:11, like right as I looked at the clock up there, it was 11:11 too. So I feel like that's extra confirmation for you. Something you've wished for is coming into fruition in the 3D very, very soon. And I'm going to leave this reading here. Thank you for joining. Have a blessed rest of your day or night. And until next time, bye for now.